Are we live?
We're not going to talk.
Oh, there it is.
Live and very live.
How can you tell? Why did it say it went offline? I want to fall asleep. Matt took the clipboard, so I think they're ready. I want to get another water quick.
PJBT voters and parents, I have the results of our 8-game qualifying round for today's 3-person team tournament. Before I announce the finalists, our scratch division teams will actually go the first round on 27 to 30, and our handicap teams 23 to 26 for our live streaming finals. In the scratch division, your top seed for the finals at plus 617 is Eric Erb, Tony Lutz, and Isaac Erickson. Second place at plus 602 is Zachary Dragovitz, Alden Everett, and Janston Reese.
Oh, that was a big jump.
Third place at plus 583, Dylan Zimmerman, Jared DeFalco, and Connor Colositis. And your fourth and final qualifiers for the finals at plus 5 544 to make the finals in scratch. Now the following fifth place team each earns a $35 scholarship for bowler. And that fifth place team finished at plus 453 goes to Austin Kerper, Tyler Downtrick, and Jack Selmer. If I can have those three bowlers come up to the counter, please. Okay, so scratch was 544 to make the finals and 453 to cash. Handicap division. Your leaders at plus 521 is Jacob Gilbert, Corey Linda, and Shania Jennings. Second place at plus 256 is Draven Hensinger, Dorian Forney, and Cody Krieger. Third place at plus 217 is David Triggs, Michael Blackburn, and Jennifer Williams. And our fourth and final qualifiers for the finals at plus 205 is Cameron Speed, Brandon Stark, and Tevin Kerr. 205 to make the finals in handicap. Okay, if I can have all the finalists please report down to 25 to 28. I will give you instructions as soon as I get the names in the monitors, and we'll begin the live streaming finals.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, we'd like to welcome you live to Clearview Lanes in beautiful Mount Joy, Pennsylvania for the finals of the PJBT three-person trio tournament.
Woo!
Woo!
Whoa.
I need to wake up.
Woo! Joining me right now, on my right, which you people joining us can't see, we have the lovely, the talented, any other good adjective that you could think of right now, Peaches McMoyer.
Okay.
On my left.
Posting the link as I talk.
On my left, drinking some water. I'll wait till he's done. He bowled here last week, was your number one qualifier in the District 3 tournament, came back today, and was like the old person that we know here at Clearview. You know who I'm talking about, ladies and gentlemen. He is the one that goes by the Prodigy. Hello, Prodigy.
5, actually.
Hello, Prodigy.
Yeah?
Hi. Can't
Hi.
sit there downtown. I'm sorry. I can't see when you sit there because you can't sit there.
You're in our way.
You're in everybody's way. I'm sorry. I understand. I understand. I understand. And the one that you hear now talking to downtown Jesse Brown, I am the one your mother warns you about. It's true. The master of whatever, the king of whatever,
Nothing.
the one that Peach's pants over,
What?
PA extraterrestrial fats.
Now listen, I can't even text on my phone because you're screwing me up.
Let's see here. Let's stand. We have a near capacity crowd here today.
And we have the one and only Mr. Money in the Bank, Rob Jennings, in the house.
Ladies and gentlemen, if you're excited, give me a hell yeah! That was all right. Let's try this again. If you're excited, give me a hell yeah! That was a little better. All right, ladies and gentlemen. People, shut up! Thank you. I want you to holler today. I want everybody on the live stream to think that there's 500 people watching us today. You're a horse already. I know. That's allergies. All of a sudden. No.
I need to load YouTube. Get rid of the Wi-Fi here. Wi-Fi is slow.
All right. So I tried to stoke up the audience.
It didn't work.
We'll see. We'll see.
Brady's still sleeping in the back.
Well, they got the door closed. That was good enough.
All right then.
All right, so ladies and gentlemen, here's our format today. We had the top 4 teams in scratch and the top 4 teams in handicap qualify for our bracket finals today. On the live stream on the left-hand side, lanes 25 and 26, you are looking at the number 1 and the number 4 seeds in the handicap division.
I turned on the stream for a second. All I heard was, "Shut up!" He sounded mad.
On lanes 27 and 28. Good morning, Jesse Brown. On lanes 27 and 28, you are looking at the number 1 and the number 4 seeds in the scratch division. On lanes 23 and 24, you have the number 2 and the number 3 seeds in the handicap division. And on lanes 29 and 30, you have the number 2 and the number 3 seeds in the scratch division. The winners of each match will square off in the finals. The scratch will be on 25 and 26, and handicap will be on 27 and 28.
PA, you're a little crackly.
I know. All of a sudden, I've had a little allergy thing going on here.
Get some water.
Cratter.
So, we do have a lot of people who stayed here today. They are all Fats fanatics, I guarantee you.
No, they're here for me.
This lady is definitely a Fats fanatic.
See, I heard peaches in that crowd. See?
Yeah.
They're here for me, not for you.
The men may be here for you.
Okay.
But the lovely, fairer, like this woman here, she's definitely a Fats fanatic. You can tell.
Oh, she turned you down.
That's not true. You're not a Fats fanatic?
No, they're here for me.
You're really not a Fats fanatic?
No, they're here for me.
Are you a Fats fanatic? She's a fat. How come you're not a Fats fanatic? This is horrible. That's because he was doing so good last week. Ugh. Ooh, I turned around and we're up to a bunch of people now.
I'm getting a back rub. Okay. Well,
Everybody loves me.
no, it sounds like they hate you.
I'm starting to think they do.
Oh my goodness.
All right, so as usual, the PJBT message board is live and operational. Feel free to chime in. We may respond. We may not.
Don't worry, I'll be nice.
I'm not really sure what the Prodigy is doing.
He's like in a zone.
Looking at Facebook.
He's had his head buried in his phone for the better part of an hour and a half now.
I have nothing better to do.
We're on the line.
But
Say
nothing's-
something.
Nothing's going on.
Nothing's going on.
I'm soon going to give up and trying to tag people on Facebook because I'm done. Post. I already posted it, but we're sharing it again. Now you're going to ding.
I'm going to ding.
You're going to ding.
I'm getting ready to ding. Celia. All right, so we have our finalists all lined up. As soon as tournament director Matt gives us the signal, we will have our introductions. It's a living thing.
Okay, bowling fans, it is time to introduce our finalists for the 2017 PJBT three-man team tournament here at Clearview Lanes in Mount Joy, PA. In the scratch division side, our fourth seed team today, Tristan Lyon, Brian Kennedy, and Andrew Lazarchek.
Tristan Lyon, Brian Kennedy, Andrew Lazarchek, your number 4 seeds today.
Our third seeds, Dylan Zimmerman, Jared DeFalco, and Connor Colisitis.
Your third seed, Dylan Zimmerman, Jared DeFalco, and Connor Colisitis.
Your second seed, entering the finals, is Janston Reese, Zachary Dragovitz, and Alden Everett.
Your second seed, Janston Reese, Zachary Dragovitz, and Alden Everett making his PJBT return.
And your tournament leaders in the scratch division side, after 8 games going plus 617, Eric Erb, Tony Lutz, and Isaac.
And your tournament leaders, Eric Erb, Tony Lutz, Isaac Erickson.
For our scratch division finalists.
They are your finalists in the scratch division.
Okay, now it is time to introduce our handicap finalists.
Eric, you can't sit there.
Our top 4 teams making the finals today.
Can't sit there.
Our 4th seed team, Cameron
Sorry.
Smee, Brandon Stark, and Tevin Kerr.
Cameron Smee. Who and who? Tevin Kerr.
Cameron Smee, Brandon Stark, and
David
Tevin
Triggs,
Kerr.
Your
Michael
number 4 seed.
Blackburn, and Jennifer Williams.
Third seed, which would be Triggs, Blackburns, and Jennifer Williams.
Raven Pensinger, Dorian Forney, and Cody Krieger.
They're your second seed, Pensinger, Forney, and Krieger.
And your tournament leaders on the handicap side with over a 270 pin lead at plus 521 for 8 games, Jacob Gilbert, Corey Rinda, and Shania Jennings.
Then you have Gilbert, Rinda, and Jennings as your number 1 seed. The only thing I can get out of this entire team today is they had a good breakfast at 3 C's in right outside of Portland.
I used to live in Portland.
I know, but that's all I can get out of them today. They went for breakfast.
So they have the format for the 3-person team tournament. It is seeds 1 versus 4 and 2 versus 3 in our round 1 of the finals. Each team is bowling head-to-head, single elimination. The winners of each match will then bowl each other for the title. There'll be a total of 2 games for today's final.
Oh, little Pepe's on camera with Daddy.
This should be very, very interesting, Prodigy. These lanes are pretty well burnt in the heads. You're going to see a lot of wheeling of the lane in the scratch division.
I find, actually, I don't believe you.
Okay.
Maybe
What do you
from-
think's gonna
maybe
happen?
From Kennedy and Tristan, but not really anybody else.
All right, well, the lanes are on for a few minutes of practice.
We're going to have to update everybody on these side matches PA today.
Absolutely.
Oh, we got cards.
So, the bowling center here, Clearview Lanes and Mountjoy, is a really big equalizer. I think any of the four teams in any of the either division can win today. It's going to be based on who can carry in these two matches, because Clearview with their twister pins is known as a more difficult carrying house.
Except at districts. Otherwise, yes. But at districts, no, I carried everything.
So, let's see here. In the handicap division,
Nope, that's scratch today.
the number 1 seeds, Jacob Gilbert, Corey Arinda, and Shania Jennings.
Also known as the Gatorade team.
The Gatorade team, will be receiving 5 pins of handicap over Cameron
Shmee.
Schnee. Oh, there it is.
Shmee, Brandon Stark, and Tevin Kerr.
Thank you. And the number 2 seeds, Draven Pensinger,
Dorian
Forney, and Cody Krieger, will be giving 24 pins to the number 3 seeds.
No, you have this wrong. They're number 2. They're number 3.
Well, then why are they out of order?
I don't know. Ask Matt.
Okay. So the number 2 seeds will be getting 24 pins.
Also, what does it matter? It really doesn't.
Actually, no. I had it right. Yeah.
Ha.
These are probably where they were after the first 5.
Maybe.
So the number 2 seeds, we
Got
had it
lost.
right. We'll be giving 24 pins to the 3 seeds, that of David Triggs, Michael Blackburn, and Jennifer Williams. The number 1 seeds qualified at plus 521. The number 2 seeds, less than half at plus 256. The number 3 seeds were plus 217. The number 4 seeds were plus 205. Wow, 521.
They dominated, and like I said, the only thing I can get out of them today is they had a good breakfast at 3Cs.
Yes. Now over to the scratch division. Your number 1 seeds, Eric Erb, Tony Lutz, and Isaac Erickson at plus 617. They will be taking on the number 4 seeds right here on our live stream, the team of Tristan Lyon, Brian Kennedy, and Andrew Lazarchek. They were at plus 544. Your number 2 seeds, Janston Reese, Zachary Dragovitz, and Alden Everett at plus 602. Going up against the number 3 seeds, the team of Dylan Zimmerman, Jared DeFalco, and Connor Kolositis at plus 583. So, pretty close scores on the scratch side and pretty wide range on the handicap side. By the way, I have this card in front of me. As some of you may or may not know, Clearview Lanes is one of the 2 houses that hosts the Lebanon Dutchman bowling tournament every year. You can check out the Lebanon Dutchman tournament at dutchmantourney.com. Well, the card that I have in front of me says Dutchman Bologna Bowling Tourney. We've got balls and meat.
Which is true.
Balls and meat at the Lebanon Dutchman Bowling Tournament.
Which is true.
Which I believe starts in about 2 weeks.
No, I think it starts next week.
Or, okay. I do know then that the first squad up here is 2 Sundays from today. I heard the manager say that.
This place has been hopping the past weekend.
Yes, we were up here last Saturday for the PIAA District 3 tournament. We had a fun time. In fact, the winner of that tournament is just a little bit off the live stream, Dylan Zimmerman. He defeated the Prodigy in the finals.
Yay.
He sounds so thrilled today.
The Prodigy was the number 1 seed.
And
Mr. Zimmerman was the number
sixth
6. Yes.
By total luck.
He was the number 6 by like 2 pins. 2 or
By
3
total
pins.
luck, because the kid got 5 on his
Yes.
fill. That finished 7th.
Don't be a hater.
Sorry. It's not my fault that he just choked it away.
And this weekend for us PIAA tournament bowlers was the Eastern Regionals, and the winner of the Eastern Regionals is going to be on the live stream, Isaac Erickson. He was the number 12 seed. By the way, the Prodigy was the number 1 seed for that tournament as well.
Can I say that he got lucky also to get through his first match, which he did.
He tripped a 4-9.
Very late, and it
In
was
the 10th.
little BS. Little.
And then he kind of dominated. You did have a chance to shut him out in your match. You had a double in the 9th and 10th.
I blame losing my feel right before the match started.
Pepe's walking around on Daddy's head.
But you made it to states. That's what counts.
Yeah.
That's the one you want to win in 2 weeks. So if you're not doing anything on Friday, March the 17th at 9 o'clock, come to 222 Dutch and watch us at States. On to Tournament Director Matthew
And Pepe.
and Pepe.
Fans, time to introduce once again our matches for the finals. Our 1 versus 4 matches are on the live stream for the first game. On the scratch side, it is top seeds Herb, Lutz, and Erickson taking on 4th seed Lion,
Kennedy.
Kennedy, and Lazarchik. Off to the right of our live stream, on 29 and 30, 2nd seeds Reese, Dragovitz, and Everett are taking on 3rd seed Zimmerman, DeFalco, and Colositis. Okay? On the handicap side, our number 1 seeds Gilbert, Rinda, and Jennings taking on 4th seed Smee, Stark, and Kerr. On the first match here on the live stream, it is just a 5-pin handicap difference. So 5 pins going to the team of Gilbert, Rinda, and Jennings. Off to the left of the live stream on lanes 23 and 24. We have number 2 seed Pensinger, Forney, and Krieger taking on 3rd seed Trigg, Blackburn, and Williams. The team of Trigg, Black, and Williams getting the difference in handicap of 24 pins. Okay? Bowling fans, let's give a nice hand for our finalists for round
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and away we go. We will keep you up to date on the matches not on the live stream as best we can. And to answer Ryan Taylor, the Prodigy is my non-genetically proven son, Daniel Althouse.
I'm glad they didn't ask who Peaches is. Apparently they know who I am.
Everybody knows Peaches. That's not a very good start.
Shaking off some nerves.
Yes. That wasn't a very good start either.
Over on 29 and 30, Dylan Zimmerman starts off with a strike.
That's a good start.
So does Janston Reese.
It was Jersey.
Jersey.
I probably shouldn't have
That's a
said
better
anything.
shot. That was a better spare shot for Cameron. All right, ladies and gentlemen, out there in YouTube land, let's hear what you got to say. Say something to us. Tell us who you're rooting for if you want to give a shout out to somebody. The action is fast and furious right now. We will do the commentating as best as we can. That would be Corey Rinda up on lane 25. He goes light. 1, 2, 4, 8. Who struck? That was Tony Lutz.
Jared DeFalco strikes again over on 30. And so does Zachary Dragovitz. Wow, this is going to be a whoop, whoop, whoop.
I like that. Do that again.
Boop, boop, boop. Well, there's so much going on.
Oh, there's a trip of the 4 for Tevin Kerr. Their team starts out clean through 1. Prodigy, let's talk about Isaac Erickson for a second. We remember him a couple years ago when he first started bowling PJBTs. His game has come a long way, wouldn't you agree?
Yeah.
Man of many words, that Prodigy.
You asked me a yes or no question.
Oh, boy.
He used to spin the ball a lot more.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right, so like I said earlier, this is all going to be about who could carry. And so far, I see a lot of strikes.
Hi, Brandon.
So far, on the scratch match that's not on the live stream, they've all
Dylan.
struck.
Yeah, Dylan Zimmerman doubles.
And the match on the live stream, the lane 27, all struck.
Dragovich doubles as well.
And even on the handicap side, there's a lot of strikes.
It
3.
must be the live stream nerves.
It must be. They all want to impress the Fat Man, Peaches, and the Prodigy.
Yep.
Has nothing to do with the people watching. We're sorry. They all want to be interviewed by us at the end.
Apparently.
There's a trip of the 4-pin. A weird, funky way by the reigning, defending PIAA champion, Brian Kennedy.
Who will not be defending it?
No, he did not make the top 12. DeFalco, Jarrett, first person not to strike on lanes 29 and 30. He leaves the 610. Should be an easy spare for him. And another wicked trip of the 4-pin by Eric Erb. Trip the 4-pin the same way, from right to left. Cameron Smee up lane 25. Actually, that was not Cameron. That was his
Brandon
partner,
Stark.
Brandon Stark. Oh boy, there's not many last names here today. That's not good.
Don't worry,
What's-
I can help you out with it.
What's Shania doing on lane 26? She's sparing.
Every pin's going to count today.
Yes, it is. Lazarchik playing a little bit of area out there today. He's definitely a little more left than what he is right now, wouldn't you say, Prodigy?
You mean right?
Well, no, I mean he's usually more left of what he is right now
Sometimes.
when we see him on the live stream.
Sometimes.
Eh.
Usually he's not on the live stream on House, though.
That's true.
Because
And
he normally doesn't even come to House tournaments.
Solid 5 there by Cameron Smeet, lane 26. And also a 5-pin by Jacob Gilbert. Let's see if both of them could get away without owing us a drink.
So, we named this pattern today the Housey House Shot.
Okay.
'Cause
Really
I'm pretty
original.
Because I'm pretty sure it
And
was
they
easier
both
to hit
make
the
their
pocket
5-pin.
here than their normal house shot.
Zimmerman has a turkey over here.
By the way, does anybody know, is Amy Farrah Fowler joining us today?
Who?
Prodigy's going to find out.
Who in the world is Amy?
As I was driving the Prodigy and his lady friend home from regionals on Friday,
Okay.
I was listening to their conversation,
Okay.
and it was like this very logical conversation. Now, the Prodigy is in no way, shape, or form a logical person,
Okay.
but this was very logic-based. So I've now nicknamed them Sheldon and Amy Farrah Fowler.
Okay.
Do you watch The Big Bang Theory?
No, but
Okay.
I get what you're talking about now.
Okay. So I'm just wondering if Amy Farrah Fowler is joining us today on the live stream.
Dragovich also has a triple over here.
Good job, Zach. Herb looking to convert the 7-pin. Does that with ease. Shania, lane 25, puts 10 in the pit. And her daddy's there giving a fist pump. Yeah.
That's Mr. Money in the Bank.
Yeah. Tevin chops the 310. Let's see here. So, We have a pretty even match for handicap after 3 frames. The team of Gilbert, Rinda, and Jennings is up by about 3 pins on the scratch side. The team of Herb, Lutz, and Erickson is up by a single stick, assuming Kennedy converts his 10 pin.
Alden Everts also has a triple over here on 29 and 30.
Lefties carrying on 29 and 30.
So far, it seems that 2 are clean. Or no, 4 are clean, I'm sorry. Through 3.
Connor Colosides, he runs it out. He does the Clearview 10 pin. Why do they call it Clearview? You get a clear view of the 10 pin. Isaac comes in a little high. He leads the big 4.
Because the people that run this place suck and don't buy normal pins. Because if they did that, their carry problems would go away pretty quickly.
Maybe that's why they do it. They don't want everybody averaging 260 in this house.
Yeah, because also if they did that, you would average 260.
Yes, you would.
Even though people still average 260 here.
This bowling center reminds me of the one in Chicago that was right near our hotel.
Not even close.
With the way scores would be if they got rid of twister pins.
The one that was near our hotel in Chicago didn't have twister pins.
No, I'm saying if this place didn't have twister pins.
Oh, maybe.
In the other handicap match, the team of somebody, and somebody.
Triggs, Blackburn, Williams.
Thank you. They have about a 60-pin lead over Pensinger, Forey, and Krieger. Somebody striking on lanes 30. That was Janston Reese.
Working off a spare. I have a pole in my way. I do. I have a big
Cry me a
metal
river.
square post
Cry me a
that's
river.
blocking
build
the
a bridge and
scoreboard
get
over
it.
30.
Michelle, who would your nephew be? Let's help out Michelle here. So,
There's nobody with the last name Wagner, so sorry.
yes.
That's not going to help you.
No. But we could say that Draven Pensinger, he has spare open, spare strike. Darian Forney went strike, spare, open, spare, strike. Cody Krieger, spare, strike, spare, open. And he is up in the 5th frame. They have 216 at the moment. David Triggs, open, strike, spare. Michael Blackburn, spare 3-bagger. And Jennifer Williams, spare, strike. They have 251 with their handicap. They are up by let's see here, approximately 55 pins. Michelle's nephew is Draven.
That helps.
Yes. He is doing good, Michelle. 1 open through 5 frames. That was in frame number 2.
Well, okay. Alden Everett has a 4-bagger going on over here.
Why, yes, he does. He's the only one with all strikes so far.
Dragovich spared in his 4th frame. And Jensen got a strike. Zimmerman spared, DeFalco spared, and Connor's up. Connor strikes.
So that match is, looks like a 34-pin lead for Reese Dragovich and Everett through 4. Over here in the scratch match in front of us, the team of Lyon, Kennedy, and Lazarchuk is leading Herb, Lutz, and Erickson by about 36. And in our other handicap match, team of Gilbert, Rinda, and Jennings is up by about 25 to 30 over the team of Smee,
Stark,
Stark,
and Kerr. They're like the easiest names to say.
Well, yeah, but you see, I see Star, and I know it's not right.
Okay, I'll give you that.
So I have to
I'll
look.
give you that.
Oh. Unlucky break there for Isaac, leaving the pocket 7-10. Hey, you're welcome, Michelle. Anything for a loyal fan of the Fats.
Oh, here we go.
A Fats fanatic. As soon as I get your membership dollars, you'll get the official, well, you know.
Hey, we're up to 41.
The official decoder ring and all that fun stuff. All right, so in front of us on the scratch side, we got Tristan Lyon up on 27, Eric Erb up on 28, Tevin Kerr is throwing the ball on 25. He doubles. So they're making a little bit of a comeback now. Brandon Stark on a
By
four-bagger.
comeback, you mean they've been in the lead like since the first frame?
They were just down.
Not really. You didn't count it.
Shania
Count
strikes
at all.
after open.
The guy was on a triple, and two of them were on opens. You got to call count there. They were up anyways. Just scoring, it wasn't yet.
Okay, thank you, Prodigy.
Yeah. Because they've been up for a few frames now.
Let's see what Cameron Smee could do. Working on an open lane 26, frame number 7. He comes in a little high, leaves himself the 4-pin. He comes back, shaking his head. Good spare there by Jacob Gilbert on lane 25. Over on our other handicap match at 23 and 24, Jennifer Williams up. She is working on an open on lane 24. Beautiful shot. Nice shot. Trips the 4. She's crossing some boards down there.
She comes back with a smile. Brian Kennedy strikes.
On lane 23,
And
Draven Pensinger just left him. Wait, that wasn't Draven. That was Darian Forney. Draven open on his last shot.
Alden has a 5-bagger over here.
Darian converts the 3-6-10. They are down by about 75 pins with 3 frames left to go, so they're going to have to get a little bit of a move on. Have to start throwing some strikes. Close match here on the other handicap. Good shot there by Shania. She is now on a double. Inching away a little closer. Tevin up lane 26 looking for a turkey. And he trips the 4 very late. Wow. Andrew Lazarchuk converts his 7-pin. They are up by 40 through 6. Oh, 4-9 by Isaac. He is getting extremely unlucky this match. Strike there by Jacob Gilbert. Yes, Prodigy. You turned to me as if you wanted to say something. I don't think he wanted to say anything.
Nope.
I think he's going to sleep on the way home.
Okay. That sounds like a plan.
All right, lanes 29 and 30 off camera. Alden Everett. He is up working on the front 5. Next to him, Jarrett DeFalco makes his 7-pin. It is a 53-pin match favoring Reese, Dragovitz, and Everett.
Correct.
See, in the handicap match off camera, we still have quite a sizable lead for Triggs, Blackburn, and Williams. Did I get those names right?
Yes.
Yay, all right. My cards were taken away from me, so I can't even look at them now.
I know. That's because Matt's writing everything up, making it all purty.
Purdy.
Purdy.
Well, look whose plane just landed.
Woo!
The one, the only. This is where it all began for this gentleman. This is where the legend of Skip Moyer was born last year.
I should have stayed in Hawaii. It was warmer there.
I told him today coming here, if there was a problem, the real Skip Moyer will be here next weekend for the Dutchman.
Yes.
So, if there's something good happening, he's in charge. If not, call the real Skip Moyer.
So what do we have going on here today? Is this a
Lots
bowling?
of stuff.
Is this a bowling tournament?
Maybe.
I thought we were playing Tiddlywinks, but
I thought we were playing chess.
you know what? I have a friend, one of the few that's friends with the fat guy on Facebook. Her son was at a Rubik's Cube tournament down in Virginia this weekend.
Oh, Rubik's Cube.
Yes, a Rubik's Cube tournament.
They can have it.
That sounds like something that would take up way too much of my time.
I got to admit, I would be interested in watching that.
It's interesting, but
Yes. All right, so it looks like the first match that's going to be getting done is the handicap match that's on screen right now, and that's a fairly close match. We got roughly a four-pin lead. And the team of Shmee, Stark, and Kerr all struck in the ninth. They have 494. Corey Rinda up. Let's see here. So if he makes his spare, and if their bottom bowler is to strike, which is Shania Jennings, she's working on a three-bagger. It'll be a three-pin match going into the 10th.
She's working off a turkey.
High drama in the handicap division.
good spare there for Corey.
The other match on the handicap side is a little bit larger of a difference. It's still about roughly an 85-pin lead for Triggs, Blackburn, and Williams. So they got that match pretty well sewn up. Is Shania going to do in the ninth? She comes in a little high. Greek Church. She'll try to get at least three of them. Dad's shaking his head over there.
And twiggling the fingers.
Should I just run down 28 and get that pin?
Either that or have him reset it and throw a ball.
I think it'd be quicker if I just ran down there and threw it.
And Shania gets the three.
Did they call it in? Hey, in the ditch on 28. I could just run down and grab it.
Jacob Gilbert up on 26. He left the 4-pin. He will try to convert it. And, ooh. Definitely the number one seeds here in a dogfight.
Well, that's certainly how I would not have gotten the pin out of the gutter, but
Effective nonetheless. Cameron Smee misses the head pin left.
this is a big 10th frame here in this match.
Absolutely. It's anybody's ball game. On the handicap match that is not on camera, Triggs shot 159.
Pensinger shot 154.
Thank you, Peaches.
It's all good, PA, all good. Jacob Gilbert had 194, which is well above his average. He bowled very well today.
Untimely open there for Cameron Smee.
Yes, 5-pin match, but Kerr is on a strike while Shania is on an open. Oh!
Huge break there for Corey.
Yes. That was a split that turned into a strike.
That's 2 cards and a nickel.
Brandon Stark, he goes Jersey, leaves the 5, 6, 10. He splits, couldn't break up the split. And there's a Clearview hit for Brian Kennedy on the scratch side.
Didn't even have to see his ball hit. All you had to do was look at his face.
Yep. 4-9 there by Rinda. That came in just a bit high. It's another thing that happens here a lot. A lot of 4-9s here.
Brandon Stark shot 199.
Great game there by Brandon.
Good game. Really good game.
All right, so Tevin
Ken-
Kerr try to keep his team in the match. 10-pin. That could be a big pin there by Corey. They have 546. It is essentially a tie game right now. Tevin going to try to make the 10-pin. And he does.
Now Shania needs to walk up there and mark.
And that is 10 in the pit, which will be a victory for the team of Gilbert, Rinda, and Jennings. The other handicap match, we have Triggs, Blackburn, and Williams going to be right around 600 with their handicap. And Pensinger, what's his name?
Forney.
Forney, Krieger.
Krieger are at 506. 154, 189, 163 respectively.
592 for Triggs, Blackburn, and Williams. They will move on to face Gilbert, Rinda, and Jennings
Yes.
in our title match on 27 and 28.
Back over to the scratch division. Looks like the team of Lyon, Kennedy, and Lazarchuk have a roughly 60-pin lead over Herb, Lutz, and Erickson. And
About a
547
20
to
pin lead
528 over Zimmerman, DeFalco, and Colositis.
yes, that's actually a very close match. If DeFalco could strike, that basically makes it a 10-pin match. Through 9. Well, almost through 9. And he does not.
Instead, he goes through the face.
Yes.
Leaves the 4, 6, 7, 9, 4, 6, 9, 10.
So I do believe before we started, I did say whoever carries up here will definitely have an advantage, and we definitely saw it in the handicap match on 25 and 26. Corey Rinda got up in the 10th frame and had a split standing and tripped both of the pins for a strike, and they wound up winning by 8 pins. That was the difference right there.
Looks like a little bit of a light hit here is Money in the Bank. So I just saw two light flush strikes, and they look pretty
Look at
good.
Mr. Money in the Bank over here is relieved. Relieved. Oh.
That's a proud McKendry father over there.
I can't even hear Josh.
Then you need to open your ears.
You can't hear him?
I can hear you, but I can't hear him.
Well, that's typically how it goes.
Put the mic over your...
I can hear him just fine.
Well, I can't.
Can you hear me now?
No.
Oh.
I still can't hear you.
It's like the game of life. She can't hear me at all.
Be a winner at the game of life. Where's my thing? There it is. Let's see here.
Why can't Peaches hear me?
Now she can.
Can you hear me now, Peaches?
I can hear you now.
Thank God.
All right, so up we go in the 10th frame in both of these scratch matches. Lyon, Kennedy, and Lazarchek, they're up a lot. And the team of Reese, Dragovitz, and Everett
It's
is
still
up by
close.
14. But the team of Zimmerman, DeFalco, and Colosaitis have one open. So about a 30-pin match there.
Still close. Just watch the cord.
And Jansen Reese strikes out for his team. He shoots
216.
216. Desmond Brown said, Carey sucked today. Well, Desmond, all I'm going to say is welcome to Clearview.
Dylan Zimmerman finishes out his 10th frame with 247. Tristan Lyon had a big game of 269.
Oh, and over on the match not on screen, Jansen Reese had 216. Dylan Zimmerman had 247 for
I
his
said
team.
that.
I'm sorry. That's about a 50-pin difference there. DeFalco lofting the lane. He leaves a light hit 8-10. So their day is just about over. The team of Reese, Dragovitz, and Everett will be going on to face the team of Lyon, Kennedy, and Lazarchek on lanes 25 and 26.
Zachary Dragovitz finishes out with 232 for the day on that pair.
DeFalco, very disappointing, 147. 4 splits in that game did him in. Alden Everett with a very big monster game.
Brian Kenny finishes out with 204.
What we just saw Mr. Lutz do was, I saw a lot of that going through the crowd. A lot of shrugging of the shoulders after what they thought was a good shot.
Finishes out with 202.
Alden Everett strikes out for a 279. He figured out how to carry. As a team, they shoot 727. And Connor Colosaitis finishes with 247. Their team shoots 641. Look at that. All 47s there on lane 29. Just one of them's a 147.
That's impressive.
Yes.
Lazarchik finishes out with a 202 and Isaac Erickson for the 154.
That final score 675 for the team of Lyon, Kennedy, and Lazarchik.
To 550 for Herb, Lutz, and Erickson.
All right, so that's the semifinals. We will wait for tournament director Matt to give out awards for the 3rd and 4th place finishers. Then we will talk about upcoming events. And then the moment everybody waits for every week, our
For-
championship match predictions.
Woo! So
It's a
next,
lot easier. It's a lot easier to win at these predictions when you don't hank one.
this is true. So next week we are at Rose Bowl for major number 8 on Kegel Eiffel Tower
Special start time.
at 12 noon. Also by next Sunday, your early entry fee for adult junior doubles number 3 at Leisure Lanes on Sunday, March 19th is due at 11:59 p.m.
There's a rumor going around that the fat guy's coming out of retirement for that tournament.
Oh,
Let me set the record straight. The fat guy is not coming out of retirement.
I was going to say who you bowling with, Brady.
You know what? He'd probably average more than I would.
Hey, you'd get macho handicap.
Yes, we would.
That would be a good team. Then
Do
the
you
following,
even still own a bowling ball?
Actually, yes, I do. Yes, I do. Of the 3 or 4 that I own, 2 of them have the span that the Prodigy has now. But I got that coup to see, man. I also have a purple Turbo X, Joe Cross label.
I have one of those at home.
And believe it or not, I got a storm ball that I shoot at 7 pins when I used to bowl. That was my 7-pin ball. Everybody, you know, most righties have a 10-pin ball. I had a 7-pin ball.
Your right-handedness is madness. It really is.
Go ahead, Stacy.
then
Just-
the following week, we are actually on a Saturday, not Sunday. Saturday, March 25th at J Lanes.
Yes. And before you go any further, if for you adults or really good kids that are tournament bowlers, you could join me Sunday the 26th up
Oh,
at
yes.
ABC East for the next Buddies Pro Shop tournament. I believe it is a doubles tournament that day.
I think so.
$1,000 first place or $1,500 based upon how many entries.
That's because Matt and Brittany and the kids and Brittany's parents will be in Disney.
Yes, so I will be up there with, what's his name?
Josh will be unavailable, and
Yes.
I'll be at work.
Yes, so
What
I'll
day
be
is-
up
what
there with,
day?
what's his name?
What day is that?
The
Sunday
Sunday,
the
the 26th,
26th.
you'll be at your draft.
Oh, yeah, that's fantasy baseball. Sorry,
Yes.
guys.
Yes, so I
Priorities.
will be up there with, what's his name?
Jeff Smith.
Jeff Smith, thank you, from Pure Pro Shop. We will be running that tournament. That's a 12 noon start time, too, by the way. We'll go to Matt for award presentations. Then we'll talk about a couple other tournaments.
We go to the second page.
Matthew wants you down there.
You're getting
Oh,
summons.
Today's my day off.
Nope.
You have to present the awards.
Skip
Yes.
power.
Then we have to go to the second page of the PJBT
do.
schedule. Yes.
That means we are 3 months away once we go to the second page of the schedule from championship weekend.
That's damn straight.
Holy smokes.
The
Somebody's vibrating.
Okay, bowling fans.
Not me.
Not me.
For round 1 of the finals for the 3-person team tournament for the PJBT. Finishing in 4th place today in the scratch division. Each bowler getting a $50 scholarship, certificate, and medal. Goes to the team of Dylan Zimmerman, Jared DeFalco, and Connor Colositis.
Zimmerman, DeFalco, and Colositis finishing 4th today, each earning $50 scholarship.
50 big bucks.
Once this match is over, we got to go get more chairs for interviews.
Oh,
Each also getting a $50
well, there's one.
scholarship,
That's enough then.
and medal goes to Eric Erb, Tony Lutz, and Isaac Erickson.
$50 for the 3rd place finishers, Herb, Lutz, and Erickson. Good job, gentlemen.
On to the handicap side. Finishing in 4th place division, each getting a $50 scholarship, certificate, and medal, goes to the team of Cameron Smee, Brandon Stark, and Tevin Kerr.
Smee, Stark, and Kerr. Your fourth place finishers, each receiving $50. The crowd goes wild for the fat guy.
Yeah, they're cheering for me.
Really?
My foot fell asleep.
That's not good.
No.
And our third place finishers in the handicap division, each getting a $50 scholarship, certificate, and medal, goes to the team of Draven Pensinger, Dorian Forney, and Cody Krieger.
Petzinger, Forney, Krieger. Third place finishers, each getting $50. Round of applause for them.
We have a special little PJBT tournament director out there.
Yes, we do.
Pepe. There she comes.
It is time to advance to our final. Scratch
Hi,
Games
come here.
final will be on lanes 25
You want to say hi?
Ironically, we have
say
the
hi?
number 2 and the number 4
Say hi,
seeds
Pepe.
on the scratch
Hi.
side. For the handicap division, it will be on 27 and 8. We have the number 1 and the number 3 seeds remaining on the handicap side. We'll get them set up with practice and get our final matches started.
All right. We are getting ready to set up.
Daddy's coming back. Here. Go, Mama. Whee!
So, back to Peaches to talk about a couple of tournaments in the month of April.
Well, Sunday, April 2nd, 21 and under doubles, tournament number 3 at Heasters.
That's in Reading.
Yes. Then Sunday, April 9th, we go to ABC West. Then Saturday, April 15th, tax day.
Actually, since it's on the weekend, the government will give you till the 17th.
Oh, well, I'm going to throw my hands in now. We're at Bolorama in
I
Reading.
still didn't do my
If
taxes.
it's still open.
I'm sure it will be.
It will be.
I didn't do mine yet, and I'm an accountant, so don't worry about it.
I didn't do mine yet either.
And one more. Let's finish out the month of April.
Well, there's 2 more.
Oh,
Sunday, April 23rd for major number 9 at Berks Lanes. It's WTBA Atlanta.
that's the home of the Prodigy.
Then Sunday, April 30th, the day after my birthday, we have adult junior doubles number 4 at Stanton Lanes in Wilkes-Barre.
There's also a Buddy's Pro Shop tournament that day.
Correct, but I'll be in Wilkes-Barre.
So will I.
Oh, well, we'll be in Wilkes-Barre.
Yes, Boom Boom is running that tournament that day.
No, we
You-
are running
you-
that tournament
Oh.
that day.
He's bowling in it.
Probably.
I thought Boom Boom was up
Okay,
there that day.
Yeah.
Then
Yeah,
I
he
guess
is.
I'm running the tournament that day.
She's just very selfish in her assumptions.
Oh, shush.
Life was better when I couldn't hear you.
Oh, hush. You loved me or you wouldn't have put a ring on it.
Maybe I was paid off.
Liar.
Could be.
You know, Skip Moyer just doesn't do things for anybody.
That's true.
He loves me.
Let's go to the instant replay on that.
Yeah, let's see.
You love me.
Did it get a little darker in here?
Yeah. It also got a little colder because all the people, the bodies dispersed.
And the doors are open.
Yeah.
It looks cold outside.
It doesn't look cold. It is cold. I guess I should put myself up on the block for this Leisure Lanes Adult Junior.
Yes. Yes, if you want to
If
bowl
you-
with the one, the only Skip Moyer,
If you want to win your first career title or another title,
please submit your $149.95 to the Skip Moyer Fund.
I might even run a discount that weekend.
Check mark on each side of your consoles. Your lanes will come on for your 2 balls of practice on each lane.
Pretty large handicap here.
Check marks.
The leaders, Gilbert, Rinda, and Jennings, will be getting 59 pins of handicap over Triggs,
Woo!
Blackburn, and Williams. All right, ladies and gentlemen, it is prediction time.
Don't give anybody the kiss of death.
Peaches, handicap division. Who do we got?
I'm going with Gilbert, Rinda, and Jennings all the way.
Okay. Skip.
Homer pick, Gilbert, Rinda, and Jennings.
I am going to take them as well. They're the number 1 seed. They blew away the competition, and you're giving them almost 6 marks. That's one hell of an advantage.
Oh, we just screwed them, so good job, guys.
And now for the scratch division, Peaches.
Huh. I'm going to go with Reese, Dragovitz, and Everett.
Any particular reason?
I don't know. They just looked good today.
Skip.
I'll pick last on this one. I'm still thinking.
Okay. I'm going to go with the team of Reese, Dragovitz, and Everett, too, for the simple fact that they have more lefties. Skip. Bye, baby. Another Fats fanatic, a fine Fats customer.
It's always PA Fats.
Say hi.
Hello, it's always PA Fats. Number 1.
Once you go fat, you never go back. That's for sure, ladies and gentlemen.
What?
Skip, your prediction.
Yeah, let's go.
I'm going to roll with Lion Kennedy and Lazarchik.
Any particular reason?
Mainly because you two took the other team.
Listen.
But, I just like them more head-to-head.
Okay. Well, we would like to, first of all, congratulate our handicap division champions, Triggs, Blackburn, and Williams.
Because we gave them the kiss of death.
we gave the team of Gilbert, Rinda, and Jennings the kiss of death.
Listen,
Yes, we did.
they're going to overcome the kiss of death, and they're going to win.
Actually, you know what? I'm like 7-1 the last 4 weeks.
I know.
So, you know, I was going to message you last night before you left for your banquet. I'm pointing at Matthew, tournament director. I looked at the card for Penn National last night. 8 races, 6 of them had 6 horses.
Oh my God.
One race had 7 horses, and the last race, which was a like $10,000 maiden, had 10. But one of them was 1A, so that was probably scratched. What a god-awful card that was last night.
You think?
Now, I was watching races from Santa Anita last night. Matthew, the first 4 races at Santa Anita. 8-1, 40-1, 45-1, 9-1.
I would have took both 40-1s. That's an easy bet.
The first pick 3 paid $15,000 even. The second pick 3, $21,000.
Woo!
And you hit neither of them, I'm assuming.
I didn't play. I didn't have a program. I could have downloaded it, but
I just figured you didn't win or you wouldn't have been here today.
I'm saving all of my money to go back up to Hollywood on the 17th because I hit that jackpot last week, and I got some entry into a $35,000 share of some type of drawing.
When
That'll
is it?
go into the Daniel Aldhouse College Fund.
Who the hell knows?
When is this date again?
Friday the 17th.
Friday the 17th.
So he'll be bowling singles that day at Dutch to try to win a state championship, and that evening I'll be up at Hollywood.
Friday the 17th. March 17th?
Yes, that would be
Yes.
St. Patrick's Day.
The Saturday before our Popeye supper.
Why do I
That's a
think-
Friday.
Or the Friday before our Shush! I knew what I meant, but I said the wrong thing. Oh, yeah. Any of you YouTube people out there that do like homemade Popeye? Kutztown Grange, Saturday, March 18th from 4 to 7
Nobody
p.m. has
knows where
homemade
the hell
turkey.
Kutztown is.
Hush, they might.
Are you kidding me?
Homemade turkey Popeye.
I still have to use the GPS to get there.
You lie.
I tell you what, there's a parade in Hamburg every year called the King Frost Parade. It's in October. I eat some of that turkey pot pie because they make it for that night. That is some damn good food. So if you want some comfort food, which will put about 16 pounds on you,
$9, all you can eat.
turkey pot pie. What's the date of that? Is it
March
the
18th.
18th.
4 to 7 p.m. Kutztown Grange, Kutztown, PA.
Oh, boy, what are you going to do? You're not going to be able to go to see your team bowl in the state finals.
He's debating.
I leave by 1 o'clock. We're good.
It won't be done by 1 if they make it to the finals, but qualifying will be done by about 1.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It is what it is. What's the difference whether I go there or go to work?
Work, you make money.
What's the difference whether I go there or go to work?
Work, you make money.
Yes, but I have less of a headache if I don't go to work.
Are you sure? Dealing with 5 girls could be a
Headache.
Most days I'd rather deal with those 5 girls than the people I
wow.
deal with at work.
Wow. All right. Over to tournament director Matt for introductions.
Okay, bowling fans, time to introduce our finalists for today's 3-person team tournament for the PJBT. Starting on the scratch side, we have number 2 seed, Janston Reese, Zachary Dragovitz, and Alden Everett, taking on 4th seed, Tristan Lyon, Brian Kennedy, and Andrew Lazarchik. Absolutely. On the handicap side, we have the top
Dominic.
seeds, Jacob Gilbert, Corey Rinda, and Shania Jennings, taking on 3rd seed, David Triggs, Michael Blackburn, and Jennifer Williams. The difference in handicap is 59 pins going to the Gilbert Rinda Jennings team. So we have that in the computer. So high scores will be our winners for today. Bowling fans, let's have a nice hand for our title matches.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, and away we go.
Now that I think of it, I have no plans on the 17th.
There you go.
Hollywood it is.
Hollywood it is.
I'll be at work.
I might not be able to bet any ponies that night because I might have to stay gambling the entire time to get my name drawn. I don't know how that's going to work.
You could bet on how much shrimp I eat at the buffet. I'd take the over.
All right. Jansen Reese up first on the scratch side. He comes in high, leaves just the 6 pin. And a 5 pin for Mr. Gilbert.
Ooh, let's see. Can he buy us dinner?
Woo. Ooh, that's a pretty big thing if he misses. Triggs comes in.
Mom's
Good
over
shot.
here.
Leaves a 4 pin.
Mom's
And-
over here videotaping it.
And Tristan, wait, I want to see the replay of Tristan Lyon's shot. I didn't get to see him leave a 5-7, so we got to watch this replay.
He owes us dinner.
Mom, break open his piggy bank. We were in. Oh, and now I missed the replay.
Way to go.
Corey Rinda up. Smooth shot, little high, leaves the 9 pin. Triggs, by the way, made his spare. Blackburn now up. That's going to go Jersey. And he strikes.
Jesse.
Yes. Brian Kennedy up, lane 26. His opening shot. Dragovitz struck on lane 25. Kennedy, high backswing. Beautiful shot. 10 in the pit.
Seems like on the strikes, or on the scratch side, it's going to be nothing but strikes.
Jennifer Williams now up, lane 28. Jennifer not from Pennsylvania,
Nope, she's from West Virginia.
West Virginia. She leaves pocket something. That would be a 4-9?
Yes.
Yes. Lots of them seen today. The way you have to strike here is to be angular, but if you're too angular, you're going to leave 9s and 4 9s and 8s and 7 10s, and it's very, very touchy. And as the lanes break down, it gets even worse.
Hankey's not here. Message him on Facebook and ask him where he is, Joey Ocello.
A Joey Ocello sighting.
But he's not here. He should be here.
I'm glad Joey's joining us, though. By the way, I'm Joey Ocello's favorite PJBT personality.
Please rub it in. Still, I have Mr. Money in the Bank to back me up, so ha. You're speechless.
I'm glad I can't hear him with my headset on. And a light hit 7 for for Jacob Gilbert on the scratch side. Dragovich comes in a little high, leaves himself the 6-pin. Tristan Lyon does not make the 2-8. So he's on back-to-back opens. David Triggs did not convert his split. Good spare there by Dragovich. Blackburn now up. Michael Blackburn up on lane 27, working on a strike. Let's see if he can open with a double. He does. Good shot there by Mr. Blackburn. Corey Rinda now up, lane 28. Brian Kennedy with a double. He puts 10 in the pit. Corey recently won a tournament up in Schuylkill County.
Bowler of the year.
Bowler of the year. Schuylkill County, the West Virginia of Pennsylvania.
Not close.
Shania was on even West Virginia. Not listed to be West Virginia.
Where are you? Are you from Pennsylvania?
But-
are you paying attention?
But no offense to Shania, basically up in Schuylkill County to make the All-Star team. You might have to be able to punch your name correctly into the. No? Matt's shaking his head no. He says
No.
you got to do a little more than that. I pick on Schuylkill Countyans because I used to live in Schuylkill County, so I could. Becky Gilbert's looking at me like she's going to hit me.
She thinks you're crazy.
Yes, I, for a time, lived in Schuylkill County, Pennsylvania.
Poor Clinton.
Poor Clinton. What's-
Yeah,
what?
she said that just explains what's wrong with you.
Good spare there by Shania. Let's see if Tristan. Yes, that's a possibility. Skip Moyer may be a Schuylkill Countyan.
No comment.
By the way, Peaches is from Schuylkill County, born and raised.
Correct.
Wow. I'm surrounded by Matthew lives in Schuylkill County. Brittany lives in Schuylkill County.
Brittany's born and raised too.
Josh lives near Schuylkill County now.
Close.
Close enough.
Close, but not yet.
Triggs, is his name David?
Yes,
David
his
Triggs?
first name's David.
Yes, he broke up the interesting 7-8 split. Leaves just the 7. Dragovich. Oh, there's the Clearview carry. He's walking back as if that one hurt.
Hurt his pride, maybe.
Yes. David makes his spare. Brian Kennedy up with a double. They have an early 20-pin lead. That's a triple.
Triple.
That's not a very good shot there by Corey. He leaves the 1, 2, 4, 7. Michael goes in a little high. He leaves the 3-6. Definitely choppable with these lane conditions right now. We'll see if Andrew Lazarchik on the scratch side can open up with a turkey. And he does not, but he does trip out the 8 to leave only the 6. Good spare there by Corey. He's got 40. Spare, strike, spare to open up. Let's see what Shania could do. Frame number 3 on lane 27. Lazarchik makes his spare. They presently have about a 8-pin lead. Shania comes in a little high. Definitely some adjustments needing to be that. Actually looked like a good shot. I thought she liked it. Came in high late. Leaves the 4, 6, 7 split. Tristan high flush for a double after opening up with back-to-back opens. Jennifer Williams comes in high, leaves the 6-10. Janston comes in light. He was working on a double. He leaves a 2-8. Definitely some tricky lane conditions that you could tell. There's not a lot of oil left on the heads. The players are searching for some hold area. What are you seeing out there, Skip?
He wants a
like
nap.
He's like the prodigy. You
He
go to
wants
him
a nap.
and they say, huh, what? Yeah.
I see Pepe has the microphone. Uh-oh. Uh-oh.
Williams chops her spare. Nice shot there by David in the fourth. Ooh, Jansen whiffs his spare opportunity. Jacob comes in light, leaves the 2-4-5. Another strike there by Kennedy. The team of Lyon, Kennedy, and Lazarchik opening up a little bit of a lead. Lots of strikes on the board on their team. Dragovich looking to keep his team in it early. He trips the 6-8. Open frame for Gilbert in the fourth. They still have roughly a 50-pin lead. Jennifer Williams up. She's wheeling the lane. Nice shot. Can't get the 7 to fall, though. Dang, she's wheeling that lane.
Huh?
She's
Huh?
wheeling the
What are
lane.
we talking about?
Talking about Jennifer Williams.
Oh, okay.
Are you paying attention?
No.
I didn't think so.
I was watching Pepe run out in the lane and try to grab a ball. I'm just like looking it out in outer space, so don't mind me.
Alden Everett up on lane 26 looking to double. That could be trouble. Ooh, barely hangs on. Good spare there by Corey. And that's a double by Alden. Gives it a little fist pump of his own. Jansen comes in high, but trips out the 7.
Better shot there for Jacob on the left lane. Looking to get his first spare of the game.
Second.
Second. Close.
I think he's still on Hawaii time.
He must be. He's going to take a nap on the way home.
And a trip of the 5-7.
I think
Almost-
somebody finally told Tristan I picked him to win.
I guess so. Dragovich looking to double, lane 25. He does not. Leaves the 6-pin. Shania looking to make the 6-9-10. She cannot convert.
Dad's scratching his head over here.
Is that a plastic ball, Dad? That thing hooked. Maybe this summer she'll be learning to flatten out her plastic ball. Another strike there by Kennedy. He's looking to make mincemeat out of my prediction. Corey Rinda up. He goes high and carries.
Sigh of relief.
That could have been a split. He did that in the 10th frame.
Ha!
That was almost a Himmelreich, yes. Yes. Except his was a little slower in falling. That was the only difference. Lazarchek leaving 16 pins on the deck, but striking nonetheless.
When things are going right, they're going right.
That's a lot of strikes up there on the board for that team. That's a better shot by Shania.
Woo, she smiled. Oh, shut up. Dad, she said shut up to Dad over here.
Long as Blackburn could spare, and if Jennifer could strike, they would only be down by roughly 30 pins, so they've chopped roughly half of that lead. But
I think it's time for Jansen to make an adjustment over here on 25 and 26. That's 3 shots in a row that came up high.
it's definitely tricky figuring out what to do here because, in my opinion, urethane would definitely not work in this house. And when the lanes are this burnt,
There's nothing wrong with urethane down the ditch.
That's true.
That's how they bowled here back in 1932.
Like you would know.
I'm not so sure they were using urethane in 1932, but we'll go with it. Another strike there by Tristan.
Let me call Doc Brown, get the time machine, and we'll see what's going on.
Better shot there by Dragovitz. Jennifer going to try to make that 4-9, and she comes up a little short.
Missed chance here for Blackburn and Williams and Triggs to
Yes.
cut into the lead here that frame. While Gilbert, Rinda, and Jennings all marked. Jacob now looking for his first strike in the match. As Triggs misses the head pin and leaves the 1-2-8. And the front six for Kennedy. Good spare there for Triggs. Try to help get his team jump started.
You know, I just thought after this match I have to go get our fourth microphone. Be the first time we've had to use it. Oh, I did learn that our Yeti is dead.
Uh-oh.
Is it still under warranty?
I don't know, I hope. The thing in the housing cracked, and I was told it'd be more expensive to fix it than to just replace it.
How does it crack when we've only used it for 6 months?
I don't know.
It should be under warranty.
I'd be asking the Geek Squad that question.
Another good shot by Williams. She is just stymied with carrying this game. She is throwing the ball spectacular and getting nothing to show for it here. I, for the longest time, thought they were from Virginia, not West Virginia, listening to their accent.
Nope.
That'd be a little farther of a drive.
Slightly. Usually they're the first ones in the bowling center retreat, sometimes beating us.
Maybe we should give them the box 1 week so they can set up and have everything done.
They could give Nicole and her mom a run for their money. That's an inside joke.
Yeah. We will choose not to elaborate further.
All right, so Jansen with another spare. Now Brian Kennedy up. He is on the front six. They have a roughly 80-pin lead.
Corey doubled over here on 27 and 28. And so does Shania.
Yes, they are definitely building their lead there back up to basically a...
Dad's all big smiles over here.
Yes. That is the end of the road for Kennedy. He stones a 9. The handicap division is back up to basically being a 60-pin lead, which their handicap is 59. Definitely searching for some oil out there.
There's a lot of frustration out there right now. You can see it.
Well, there is not a lot of oil left on these heads.
Maybe these little kids should start throwing it over the head. Throw it out to the arrows, see what happens.
Yes. Good time to work on one's loft game right about now.
Take a stab at it, see what happens.
Jared DeFalco last game was lofting a little. Corey Rinda, he comes in light, leaves the 2-4-10, so they're trying to give this match back a little bit. Blackburn, though, cannot take advantage and leaves the 10-pin. When he was looking to double, Lazarchik comes in. Nice shot, leaves the 10-pin himself. So as we were saying, it's going to be a battle of who could carry. As usually happens here at Clearview. Shania comes in a little bit high, leaves herself the 9-10 split. Let's see if Jennifer Williams could get something going. Watch this, ladies and gentlemen. For such a young girl to be able to wheel a lane like she's about to do, it's a thing of beauty to watch. Although she actually got that one in a little bit, held the oil line. She could still go out for 191. All right, so that's 3 straight opens for the team of Gilbert, Rinda, and Jennings. All marks for Triggs, Blackburn, and Williams. And
It's going to be 4 opens in a row.
yes. So that match looks to tighten up considerably.
Over here on the scratch side, things are pretty much the same. 90-pin lead for Lyon, Kennedy, and Lazarchik.
Four pin for Brian. And a strike for David Triggs.
They really need Corey to step up here and get a mark.
Yes.
They got to stop this open streak.
And he comes in light, leaves himself the 1-2-8. Tricky little spare. Michael Blackburn looking to strike. He comes in light as well. He leaves a wash out. Looked like he was a little off balance on that shot. Didn't maybe hit it as good as he wants. Oh, the 8-pin's up there too with it.
Makeable spare, though.
Yes.
Certainly makeable.
Corey stops the bleeding for his team with a spare. Alden on the scratch side, 6-8. Seen lots of them today. That was not good. Getting none on your spare doesn't help. So that is still a 40-pin match, still anybody's game, especially if Jennifer could double here. Shania will look to get back on the mark train. Alden opens on the scratch side. Shania goes through the nose, but breaks up the split, leaves just the 4-7. She's looking at Dad for some help. Jennifer starting way. She is sliding almost in the gutter and does not get rewarded. Another beautiful shot there by Jennifer. Shania converts her 4-7. Jennifer makes her 4-pin. That's still a 40-pin match with 2 frames to go. And David Triggs doubles. Tightens the match up by 10. Jacob Gilbert looking to stop his string of 3 straight opens here in the 9th. He's going to wheel it. And ball runs out of steam right at the end, leaves the 7-pin. Michael Blackburn looking to strike in the foundation frame 9th. Nice shot, solid 10. Looks like here on the scratch side, the team of Lyon, Kennedy, and Lazarchik have things pretty much wrapped up. They're up still by 90. Michael misses his 10-pin. That's a big miss for his team. Corey Rinda up. He's working on a spare in the 9th. That ball is way inside. Crosses over. Leaves the 9-pin.
Matt, cards. Give me cards quick. Scratch.
That's a good shot by Jennifer. All right, so they have 4-16 Heading into the 10th, Corey with a spare. So the team of Gilbert, Rinda, and Jennings are still going to have a 40-pin lead, but we do have Triggs and Williams on strikes. Triggs on a double. We'll see if Shania could strike here. That's inside. That's going Jersey. And she leaves the 3, 6, 9. Tough little spare. All right, Jacob Gilbert up. First ball in the 10th, working on a spare. That's going left. Leaves the 1, 3, 6, 10. And Shania misses her spare. So things have definitely tightened up. David Triggs working on a double for his team. Going to be a huge shot here. If he were to triple and Jacob not make his spare, the team of Triggs, Blackburn, and Williams would take the lead. That is high, and he breaks up. Not only does he break up the 6, 7, 10, but he struck. What a time to catch a break for that team. Now, with a strike here, they will take the lead. And he leaves the 7. He'll be in the high 190s, 198 or 199. And this will basically be an even match. Corey goes Jersey for his team. Jersey. And David spares for 199. Excellent game there. Corey leaves an 8. Michael, he strikes first ball. Some high drama here. All right, so Corey makes his spare for 193. So the highest the team of Gilbert, Rinda, and Jennings could shoot is 527. Wow. The 6, the 9, the 10 was standing for Blackburn, and they all fell down. Good strike there for Shania. High drama here on the handicap side. Anybody's match. All right, let's set the stage here. Ooh, solid 10 for Shania. So the best their team can shoot is 517. So 50 would be 42. Jennifer Williams only needs a mark and count. Mark and count for Williams. Wheel in the lane is Jennifer. And she doubles, ladies and gentlemen. That is all but going to do it. And as usual, the PJBT team, when we're all picking one particular team, we give them the kiss of death. Assuming Jennifer could just pick up a couple pins here. And that is more than enough. So 151 for Shania, 516 for their team. On the scratch side, the team of Tristan Lyon, 192. Brian Kennedy, 232. Andrew Lazarchuk, 215 for a 639. Will defeat the team of Jance DeReese with 177. Zach Dragovitz, 183. Alden Everett, 208 for a 568. Jennifer Williams makes her spare. They will shoot 529 with David's 199, Michael's 172, and Jennifer's 158, 529. Defeating the team of Jacob Gilbert, Corey Rinda, Shania Jennings, shooting 113, 193, 210, 516 with their handicap. What an awesome final match we just saw. Came down to the 10th frame. All right, we will set up for awards presentations. I got to go hook up another microphone to be able to conduct the interviews. You have been watching final round coverage of the Peterson Trios. Not Peterson Trios. Three-man trios here at Clearview Lanes in Mountjoy, PA. Stay tuned for some fantastic interviews coming up. Okay, we are just about set up for award presentations, and then we will set up the camera and do some interviews. Grab that chair and bring it in. I don't know. Ow! Just tip that back over and don't pull out, push in that big one. All right, on to Tournament Director Matt for award presentations.
Okay, Willing fans, those are some exciting matches for our title matches for today's PJBT three-person team tournament here at Clearview Lanes in Mountjoy, PA. Time to present our final awards for today. Finishing a runner-up in the scratch division, each bowler receiving a $100 scholarship, certificate, and medal goes to the team of Chanston Reese, Zachary Dragovitz, and Alden Everett.
Reese, Dragovitz, Everett, your second place finishers today. $100 richer for each. Hi, Peaches.
This has to be the new one.
Yes.
It's not conformed to my head.
The handicap division, each bowler receiving a $100 scholarship, certificate, and a runner-up medal goes to Jacob Gilbert, Corey Rinda, and Shania Jennings.
Gilbert, Rinda, and Jennings.
They have nothing to be ashamed of today, PA. They bowled fantastic all
Yes,
day
they did.
long.
All day.
Okay, and for our champions in the scratch division, a team of a bowler from Maryland, a bowler from New Jersey, and a bowler from Pennsylvania. We only had one bowler out of 6 from Pennsylvania win today. This team gets a $200 scholarship per bowler, and the first place acrylic plaques for our scratch titleists, Tristan Lyon, Ryan Kennedy, and Andrew Lazarchek.
Lyon, Kennedy, and Lazarchek, your scratch division champions today, earning $200 each in scholarship funds.
All right, then our handicap champions. I'm told from Virginia and West Virginia. $200 scholarship for each winner. And the first place acrylic plaques for each one goes to the team of David Triggs, Michael Blackburn, and Jennifer Williams.
Triggs, Blackburn, Williams, your handicap division champions, each receiving $200. All right, we will get pictures and we will set up the camera for the interviews. Stick with us.
Don't go off your computers. Final interviews will be coming up in just a moment. Thank you, everyone. We hope to see everybody next Sunday at Rose Bowl in Allentown for our next event.
You're probably going to have to zoom it out. All right, so we are just waiting for pictures to be taken as Mama Williams is in the back of our camera shot. Hi, Mama Williams. Another Fats fanatic. Thank you. Well, Prodigy, I was wrong. I said this would get rocking and rolling. We'd be out of here about an hour ago. No, then there's too much of a...
It's too hard for big people to deal.
Too hard for big...
Try to deal with
Okay, yeah, but I'm fat. They're not fat. All right, let's start with the handicap division champions. They're coming in now. David Triggs, Michael Blackburn, Jennifer Williams. Let's give them a round of applause, everybody. Let's try this again. Let's give them a round of applause, everybody. All right. You put on this one. You put on this one. All right. First off, can everybody hear me?
Yep.
You may talk, you know.
Yeah, I heard you.
Yeah, I heard
This
you.
interview isn't going to go well unless if I can hear your voice speak. Does any of the parents want to tape this?
No.
No?
Don't
All
do
right.
it.
So,
Don't do it.
first off, congratulations. That was one heck of a comeback that you guys did. That was some excellent 9th and 10th frame bowling. Couple of those strikes might have been a little on the lucky side, but heck, that's what bowling's all about. But there was some unfortunate breaks in that match for you guys. Jennifer, you
Yeah?
were throwing the ball fantastically
Thank you.
and just not getting any breaks. First off, your name, sir.
Michael Blackburn.
Okay, look at the camera and say your name.
Michael Blackburn.
You may pull the thing down closer to your mouth. And where do you live?
Winchester, Virginia.
Winchester, Virginia. That's one heck of a long drive up here from Winchester, Virginia. How long do you think it took you?
About 2 hours and 12 minutes.
Oh, that's not too bad. You have school tomorrow? Good. And you, sir, your name?
David Triggs,
And where do you live?
Martinsburg, West Virginia.
Martinsville, West Virginia. How long of a trip was that for you?
2 hours.
2 hours. And Jennifer, where do you live?
Bunker Hill, West Virginia.
And how long of a trip is this for you every week? Because you're here just about every week.
An hour and 45
That's
minutes
not
to
too
2
bad.
hours.
That's not too bad. How old are you?
14.
12. 14.
14 and 12. Wow. So, what did you see out here today at Clearview? Now, first off, there's twister pins, so carry up here is always a little tricky. How did you carry more than everybody else today?
Just, it's hard to explain.
Okay. What equipment were you throwing?
Storm, the T-Road.
Okay. You, sir.
Ooh.
You look a little nervous. Relax. This is fun. See, look, you can even see yourself. What
Oh.
what equipment were you throwing?
I was throwing the Storm Too Fast
Okay. All day?
and the Track Paradox.
Okay. That's a good ball. Jennifer,
I was throwing the Rotogrip Loco and the Rotogrip No Rules Pearl.
were you wheeling the lane the entire day?
Yep.
Wow. That's some impressive bowling. You're going to be fun to watch as you get a little
Thank
older and older,
you.
get a little stronger. What grade are you in?
Ninth.
Ninth.
7th. 9th.
Do they have high school bowling where you guys live?
Nope.
Oh, that's a shame. That's a shame. And, of course, there's no junior bowling tour, so that's why you guys have to come up here. Is this your first PJBT title?
Yes.
Is that yours?
Yep. Nope.
How many is this for you?
2.
2. Wow. You want to give a shout-out to anybody?
All my grandparents and family.
Okay.
I want to say hi to my Nana.
That's nice. Jennifer?
My parents and
All
my
right.
grandparents
All
and
right,
my little
now.
cousin.
Okay.
I can't forget him. I
Oh.
forgot him last time.
Oh. All right, now, the most important question, and believe me, it's very important to us PJBT family folk. I know you guys don't bowl too much. I know you do. Your favorite PJBT personality. Now, you got some guy named P.A. Fats. We don't know who that is. We have Skip Moyer. We got Josh. We got Brittany. We got Peaches. We got the Prodigy. If you don't know who to answer, you just say P.A. Fats. Your favorite PJBT personality.
Third choice, you said.
The third choice. That was Matt. Oy vey. Your favorite PJBT personality.
The same one as him.
Ah, 2 for Matt. Jennifer.
Well, I was going to say you, but then you voted against me. Then I was going to say Stacy, and then you voted against me. So then I picked Don.
Who?
Donald, Matt's dad.
Donald. The
Yeah.
Donald. You hear this, Skip? The Donald gets a vote. The Donald. Well, you do realize whoever I pick loses. So you
I
should
don't
be
care.
thanking me.
I don't care.
Wow. Ladies and gentlemen, your handicap division champions, the team of Triggs, Blackburn, and Williams. Congratulations. Get off my set for not picking me. All right. And now, without further ado, the Scratch Division champions today,
Hey, what's up?
the team of
Yo.
Andrew Lazarchuk, Tristan Lyon, and Brian Kennedy. Gentlemen, as my voice cracks, yes, I'm just hitting puberty, apparently. Congratulations on the victory. How many
Thank
is
you.
this for you?
7.
Total? 2.
3.
Really? Just 2? You only have...
Only
yours
through
are
the
this
season.
year.
Yeah.
Oh, you're making a push for Player of the Year.
Hell yeah, I
A
am.
late season push for Player of the Year. All right. how did you guys dominate the tricky carry here on the twister pins at Clearview?
Well, I think we just really blended as a team together. I had like 4 pretty bad games, and then like 6. I had 6 games that were 240 or above. So, I mean, and then just having Andrew and Brian, we just really blended well together today. Made some really good shots.
Mr. Kennedy, how did you handle this?
For me, the last game, I was trying to shoot 300 to be completely. I was in a 300 pot, and I didn't do anything all day. So I was like, you know what? I'm gonna go out with a bang. And
Well, you had the front 6.
I was halfway. I was I was tasting the money. $50.
Andrew, what about you?
Well, we started off in last today.
Yeah.
We were last.
Wow.
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, we're dead last.
Minus
Dead
29.
last. Yep. And
well, no place to go but up.
Oh yeah, that's how I looked at it. I looked around. I was like, well, we can either strike or go home. So we started strike.
Start striking.
Yeah.
All right. What equipment did you throw today, Mr. Kennedy?
Well, I pretty much threw everything I had. I threw a Black Ops a couple games. I threw a Gauntlet a couple games, and I threw a Daredevil a couple games.
The Daredevil all day.
All day?
All day.
I threw a Freak Show early on, then a Gold Rhino Pro.
Excellent. Excellent. Mr. Kennedy, you're a senior this year, right?
Yes, sir.
College next year?
Yeah. Yeah.
Any idea where?
Probably McKendree.
Yes,
Probably
sir.
McKendree. Wow.
Roommates.
Downtown Jesse Brown hopping through the live stream.
We're all roommates, though. That's what our plan is.
You're a senior, too? And you're going to go to McKendree?
Yep.
Wow. 3. You think you'll all make the bowling team next year?
Yeah.
If the left side's easy.
The left side is easy. Wow.
If I make my 10 pins.
Wow. 3 bowlers going to McKendree University next year. We know who's not going to do anything next year. No, I'm just kidding. Just kidding. Just kidding. All right, shout out to anybody quickly.
Well, my dad, my grandmom, all my friends, and my coaches, Coach Don, Coach Barbara, and Will Jackson.
Tristan? Wait, did you mute your mic? Yes. There you go.
All right, everybody that's helped me, my parents, everybody at Shop Makers Pro Shop, all helped me out a ton. Love it there. So, yeah.
Andrew?
I got to give a big shout out to John Fury, Pro Shop guy, and making everything fit right. My parents, Brunswick, Parker, Johnny Petraglia, all of them helping me out get here. PJBT. Without you guys, I wouldn't have any experience to win.
Yeah. All right, you know what's coming next. The most important question. Mr. Kennedy, favorite PJBT personality?
Brent.
Wow. Hey, your dad got a vote today. Tristan.
My man's Brent.
Wow.
Yeah.
Guess what?
You
Guess
got
what?
2. Brent got
3 for Brent.
Holy! This is a clean sweep for the Himmelreich family today. What the? This is like bizarro world going on. Ladies and gentlemen, your Scratch Division champions, the team
All right,
of
thank
you.
Brian
Thank
Kennedy, Tristan Lyon, Andrew Lazarchuk.
Yeah, thank you.
Yes. Skip. Bizarro world.
Who the hell is Brent? I've never even heard of him.
Brent, Pop, Matthew, they all got votes today.
That's their fault.
We were shocked. I don't think there's ever gone a week where you and I have been, like, where one of us didn't at least get 1 vote.
I personally would have voted for Peyton.
Where
That's
is
just me.
Pepe?
Pepe, come here.
All right. Where are we next week? We're up in the Allentown area
Rose Bowl.
at Haja.
Which
Rose Bowl.
is a major.
Yes, and it is on something long.
Yeah.
What's it on?
Eiffel Tower.
Eiffel Tower next week. Wow. Turn the camera just a little bit.
There you go.
All right.
That's good.
Now, special 12 o'clock start time next week.
Yeah,
So we
don't
get to sleep
if you
in a
show
little
up at
bit.
10:30, you're going to be really early.
Yes.
And don't forget to turn your clocks back. Or forward or whatever the heck
Yeah,
it is.
you lose an hour of sleep,
forward.
You know what.
Yes. And
we might even have time for breakfast next week.
yes, we might. Also, ladies and gentlemen, next week will be the last day. Next Sunday at 11:59 will be the last day to get
PM.
in your
11:59 p.m.
11:59 p.m. will be the last moment to get the discount for the week after Adult Junior at Leisure Lane
Put a
on
headset
Sunday,
on.
March the 25th. What?
Tell Matt to put a headset on.
Matthew, put a headset on quick. Now you got to turn the camera back again. Matthew,
That's okay.
You got
Hi,
2
everybody.
votes. Your brother got 3 votes. Your father got a vote today. You're on cloud 9.
Can we go home now?
This is a good day. What can I tell you?
I guess so. We love this tournament. This tournament's a lot of fun. We would like to thank everybody today that donated money during our raffles. $700 we raised, all but.
Yes, and we also gave out over $2,500 in scholarships in just today's event. So
Yes.
it was a great event today.
Yes, we love coming to Clearview, home of the Dutchman bowling tournament, where apparently they got balls and meat.
That is correct.
At the Lebanon Dutchman
Can't
bowling
make that
tournament.
stuff up.
Which will be starting, I'm told, in 2 weeks from today.
Yes. All right. So we will see you next Sunday from Haja Rose Bowl in Allentown, Pennsylvania. Special 12 noon start time. Let's see, who was all here today? Brent was here today. Mom, Pop was here today. Brady was
Everybody.
here today.
Everybody was here
Pepe
today.
was here today. Everybody but Boom Boom and Jen. Who are
Yes.
they? That's. All right. For Brittany, who did very good today selling some clothing. For Peaches. For Dr. Hook, this is Skip
Absolutely.
Moyer. I'm the one your mother all warned you about. Stay away from me. PA Fats signing off until next Sunday, everybody.
See
Wait,
ya.
bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody. How many viewers did you have at the end there? I was just wondering.
Eh.
See it.